This week on Hook and Harvest, I'm going to punch the boat down Tagish Lake and take the opportunity to get down there by myself as the weather looks like it's going to be absolutely perfect. Being down Tagish by yourself is something that I'm quite comfortable with. It's really nice to feel connected to the environment, whether you can consider that the water, the boat, the landscape. I've always wanted to try and land a large lake trout by myself, and it looks like it's shaping up that this could be the opportunity.
Get your gun, get your gun, get your gun.
Okay, 7:15 in the morning. A little bit late, but actually right on time. This is kind of the program that we run. I'm just gonna hook up the truck to the back of the boat here and head down the highway, grab some gas, and go search for the afternoon bite because the morning bite's overrated. So let's do it. Go! Oh, I'm going in blind here. Going in by feel. Going in by feel. Okay, on. 2 5/16. Good to go. Trailer is on. My guess, where are we at? 160 liters. I'm thinking we're gonna get to like 250 maybe. Maybe 300. 221 liters. That is, that's not to fill it, I'll tell you that much, because that's about a quarter tank. Tim Hortons? May as well. I bought the Kingfisher a couple years ago and named it after my father and our favorite meal. The boat's name is Paul's Chili. For me, it's special taking the boat out as it's become a means of connecting with my father since he passed away. I spent a lot of time fishing with my dad throughout my childhood, and we really connected on the water. Every fish caught would bring a smile to his face, and I'm excited to share that with you. I like to make everything harder than what it actually is, so. Boat's in the water, truck is parked. We're at the Tagish launch, headed down. It's really nice right now. So we're gonna get through the river and then punch down there. So, the weather is amazing. This is fantastic for kind of late August trip. Can't beat this. Got to take advantage of these days. Tagish Lake is one of my favorite lakes. I've been very successful in targeting lake trout on this body of water in both the summer and in the winter. Lake trout have always been my favorite freshwater species to fish for. Their aggressive strikes and powerful hookups provide a thrilling fight that keeps me coming back for more. I love the diversity of these fish with respect to their appearances. Each fish is very similar, but incredibly unique at the same time. All right, so we have arrived. Excited, glassy, sun is out, very little cloud. This is gonna be an awesome day. We're gonna drop the downriggers, put some spoons down, and use that as an opportunity to kind of troll around and see exactly where the fish are holding on this kind of pinnacle. And then probably in the near future, switch over to vertical jigging, as that's my preferred method. Throw down one of these like TC Moto tube jigs, or these are the kind of ones that I like to use the most. And yeah, and go from there. So we will get going. I'm marking fish and a lot of them already, so we're in the spot. Oh, I really like these ones too. These are coated downrigger balls, 18-pounder. That one's awesome. Like that one. This is a barbless area, so if you ever go to any lodges and all that kind of stuff, and you ever see like big fish on somebody's wall, there's usually one of these hanging out of its mouth. So not a bad starting choice, I think. Two big spoons, big gear, big fish. We're definitely marking a lot. We're not even in the zone yet, which is pretty sweet. Yep, that's a sulker. So we threw on the greatest artist of all time, Justin Bieber. And we're in about 90 feet of water, and turn around and this thing's popped off. So we've got what we like to say, a bit of a sulker. He's hanging out down there. Doesn't really want to come up at all off the bottom, so that's good. And I'm not 100% sure he knows that he's hooked just yet, so it's gonna be good fish. It'll be interesting doing this all by myself, but that's what we have today. Probably a nice looking teenager, I think. There's no reason to rush them to come up. So. There we go. Oh, catch up to him. That rod popped off, but hoping there's nothing on there. Ooh, good fish. So we're running barbless hooks right now, so I kind of want to let him just have a little bit of pressure on him, but at the same time I've only got one real opportunity to get him in the net here. So oh God, the stress, the anxiety, you know? But this is what we sign up for, so there we go. gotta do that. That's how you get her done. Just like that. So yeah, nice little teenager. Definitely a good fish. Nice, spat the hook out. It's great. And just like that, we're on the board with a decent Yukon Lake Trout. Nice healthy fish. There you go, buddy. Just like that. Awesome. That's the way it's done right there. Nice 15-pounder, so nothing too crazy to start the day, but yeah, we're on the board, so that's awesome. Let's get these back down there and keep on fishing. There we go, back in action. We're marking lots of fish, so we're gonna keep trolling around for another little bit and then maybe switch up tactics here and another hour or so, but I'm not convinced that trolling's not gonna make it happen, so I wanna give this a honest effort to start. Okay, we fished that spot for about 6 hours, only picked up one, scratchy. We went 1 for 1. We didn't pick up anything else. Marking a lot of fish, just not producing what we want. We're going to head on down the lake and try another spot. A little bit flatter, deeper, longer runs and tacks, and less kind of pinnacles. So we'll see if they're sitting a little bit lower, and hopefully that works out for us. So off we go. In my experience, if there's little fish around, you're not going to catch big fish. To catch big fish requires patience and persistence in a certain spot with certain techniques. A big fish might only give you one opportunity in a day, so if you're on little fish, don't expect to catch the big ones. At that point, you might want to consider moving to a different spot. Lake trout can be found throughout all the water columns, from 20-foot sand flats to 100-foot pinnacles, and even deeper. They can often be found where shallow meets deep. Nothing is out of the question when it comes to big lake trout. Holy man, was that ever a screamer. That just tore this thing apart. Oh. Ah, that gets the blood flowing a little bit. There we go. Now we're talking. That thing smoked this. Look at that. Woo! Oh boy. Here we go. Oh. Oh, this is great. This is great. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
A little update.
Oh, well, we're down probably, this is second fish and maybe it's got to be 7 minutes. We came in a little bit close when we brought in that first fish and had them down at about 80, pretty close to bouncing bottom, and it popped the clip and went on a run. and went on a run for a lot longer than normal. So hopefully this is a good one here. Feels pretty good, so we'll see. There he is. Oh yeah, it's a good fish. There we are. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh, I got him. Whew. That was a stretch of the imagination there. Holy smokes. Yeah, another good fish. Probably a little bit bigger than this morning's, if not really close. You know, just a teenager. It's already popped this. That's great. Look at that. Awesome. That was a good fight, so I'll just give him a little bit of a drink here. But what a wicked fish. Nice and long. Definitely kind of more indicative of what this this lake gives. It's kind of those longer, kind of muscular fish. The fish here don't have like these huge guts that you would normally see. This is pretty typical. Nice 15 to 18 pounder. Great fish. Just an absolute predator. Fantastic. He's ready to go. And one more. See you later, bud. Awesome. Oh, what a wicked running fish. That was, man, that was like something in the ocean that you'd catch. That's fantastic. I love catching lake trout, so let's get the rods back down and get moving. That happened super quick. Okay, so we've just tucked ourselves into this little cove here. Gonna drop the anchor and see you guys tomorrow. Well, we just boiled up some water in a pan because the jet boil was left in the truck. Worked out quite well. So glad I had a little bit of a backup situation for us. Got a instant coffee going from Juan Valdez. Haven't had a sip yet, but I think it's going to be too hot, so I'm not going to risk it. Catching big fish has always been the goal, but it's the lake that keeps me coming back. It's so nice to be on the water and enjoying the great weather. August typically presents one of our slower fishing seasons for lake trout, but we still manage to have a blast on this trip. Sometimes you need to forget about the ideal water temperatures, perfect conditions, and go spend some time on the water for yourself. There's no better way to disconnect from the monotony of life than connecting with the water, the landscapes, and the outdoors. Jumping for his life. Another beautiful day here in the Yukon. This is awesome. Doesn't get better than this. So, switcheroo, sorry. Get it back on the downrigger. I've got to bring out all the gear up, and it just hit it as I had it in my hand. So that was awesome. I was almost set the hook and everything. It was great. Awesome. Great. All good things have to come to an end, and you know, that might be near. One more pass. We'll go enjoy the rest of the weekend.